Hello, welcome everybody to this pre-mortem of secure token access. So basically it's a really cool tool that I've done that allow you to save with encrypted data on your computer, data of Unity. It allows you to do it quickly, easily, but not totally secure. It's encryption, so it means that it will be encrypted on your computer, but a good hacker could decrypt that in a way or another. So it's just to avoid lambda people to just copy paste sensible information of your user and use it. Still, I think it's a good protection, but I'm not a hacker, I'm not a security guy, so I cannot prove that it's really protected correctly. But at least I use the standard stuff. So for people who don't remember what is encryption, you just give a key that is the size of the algorithm you use. So here 32 for Rijndael, 21 for triple DES, 8 for DES, 8 for the RC2. And you give it a text. For example, the key is potato, I love potato, and if I do decrypt, encrypt, it will give me a text that is unreadable, except if I provide this byte, those bytes, and this password. So if you give those passwords, those bytes, and this text, you can decrypt it. Ta-da! I love potato. And basically, what's happening is that I love that, but I want also to store it to an ID name. So basically here, for example, if I want to store my mail address, so lovepotato@gmail.com, I just give the Gmail ID, the password I want to use to be able to recover it, hop, and now I can recover it. But if I give a password that is different, I cannot recover it. Ta-da! Just to give you an idea that of what ID you have recorded, you can here have the list of them. For example, here if it's not Gmail but it was Hotmail, here you can see that now I have a Gmail information, a Yahoo information, and a Hotmail. I don't give you the password because that you need to remember it, else it's not protected. The good part of that, it means that you can basically generate a very complex password and just store it like this. You just need now to remember test key, and what's happened is that when you use the tool here to be able to say what was my password again, you can just give Gmail test key and you have this complex password. So you can understand that this tool is very useful when you use it with other package, other code in your application, not just like this. But it's really, it's there, it's cool. The stuff is that you can store it on a file, on a player prefab for the moment, but as it's abstract, you can choose if it's a database, if you want to store it on a special part of your computer or a special part of the web. It's you to choose. It's really not a problem. It's just two or three lines of code to code. And also something you have to know is that to be able to have this key that is encrypted, you need to have a special size for the key here. So what I do here is that I take the MAC address of the user, so the ID of your computer, to fill the hole. So if there is not enough character here, I will take the one of the MAC address and put it in it. Meaning that if a hacker know that you are using my tool and know that you did not change my tool and know the password of the guy, he could technically decrypt it. So it means that it's not perfect as a security, but at least it allows us to give the key we want. For example, here, if I use A as a password, in reality, it's using A 00ACD3056 until you have the size of the key, meaning that someone that type A but not on your computer but on his computer, it will not work. It's something it's a compromise I love, because it means that it's really protected from outside of your computer. That's all I need, is to have information that is readable only on the computer. Also meaning that if the guy take the file and put it on the other computer of him and he tried the password, it will not work. So you have to be careful with that. And that's all. have fun with my code. I hope it can be useful to you. May the code be with you. Feel free to ping me in the comment section if you want to help me on the future of this code if I'm still alive. See you. Bye.